Sitar is a magical instrument. It's like a voice, it's a human voice where you're embellishing upon melody. The concerto is called Arya, which is a Sanskrit word that means diamond or an honourable thing. The concerto is split into 3 movements, and you're actually following the sitar or the Arya through the kind of world of Western classical music. What's really good with Opera North and the Orchestra of Opera North is that they are really willing to try something slightly different to what they normally do, and that's really refreshing to see.
Jasdeep, his heritage is from the north of India. The style of playing is quite different to what I grew up with, which is Carnatic music. And it's very interesting to sort of hear the differences. Carnatic music perhaps is a bit more about precision, more about rhythmic drive, whereas Hindustani music generally tends to be a bit more free in its manner of expression, in its development of tone especially.
Improvisation is a massive thing for us. 90% of our concerts are improvised. I was very conscious to build moments of improvisation within the whole concerto. There's one point where the sitar just kind of lets rip for like 4 or 5 minutes without any regard to anyone else on stage, which is fine, which is good. Today is the first day that we're actually hearing the whole concerto. Last time we were here, we were still workshopping ideas and finding out what would work and what doesn't work. And now we've come back with everything written, everything's down on paper. So this is the first time we actually start working on the piece as performers rather than as a composer.
I really like how he talks to the orchestra as well during the rehearsals, which is probably a bit unusual. Usually if I did a standard repertoire concerto, you would have the conductor usually between the soloist in the orchestra. Here we do have the luxury of a bit more time, and it's wonderful that they can hear what ornamentation is more natural from an Indian perspective.
I've lived in Leeds my whole life. The Indian classical community in Leeds is a very, very strong one, and these two styles have coexisted for so long. And this is the first time for me anywhere where I'm working with the orchestra of Leeds, basically, the Leeds Orchestra, and bringing Indian classical music into that realm. It's very rare to see an Indian classical musician playing a concerto with a Western orchestra, so this is definitely something to come and witness, to come and be a part of, because I don't know when it's going to happen again.